Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin, and we are going to recreate my May 2020 customer thank you card using the new Lovely You bundle, which is this Lovely You stamp set, and the Lovely You pick a punch. I always want to say pick a punch, but it's pick a punch. It's got these great little end pieces down here. Do you see how it's got these two different end styles? Now we're not going to be using this in our card today, but this does come as a bundle to save 10%, and you can find this on page 22 of the annual catalog. All right, so we're going to put that to the side, but we are going to be using this one, and we're going to be using some pretty colors today, guys. We're going to be using Daffodil Delight, Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, and Bermuda Bay. And I chose these colors because I wanted the card to be really bright and cheery. And, you know, just because of all the stuff that's going on right now in the world, I just wanted something happy when they received it. Okay. And so we're going to be using most of these stamps in here. I think probably all of them. All of them. And all of the flower ones. And then we're going to use the sentiment Wildly Grateful because, of course, I'm grateful to my customers. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we're going to use a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and that is cut at 5 by 3 3/4. I forgot to get something out of my case here, so I've got all my stuff set up. Now the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take a piece of, we're going to take some Memento. I said piece because that paper, the cardstock, you know, came over. Some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and we're going to stamp our sentiment. That's the first thing we're going to do. So I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to try to put it on here as straight as possible. I kind of tend to go like this because that looks straight to me, but I don't think so. So we're going to see. Does that look straight to you guys? Pretty straight. And remember, it's handmade, right? Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our ink. So I'm going to go ahead and open them all. And I'm going to put them in front of me because it will be easier because I'm going to kind of go back and forth with different stamps and the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and open them all. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do, make sure there's nothing on there. I always tend to get that Memento black ink everywhere. All right, we're going to take our smallest, one of our small stamps, and this little flourish stamp, and I'm going to ink it up in some Bermuda Bay. And then I'm going to come over here and stamp, kind of off the page. Then I'm going to take these two little cute flowers. Okay, and I'm going to make sure and ink it up. My Poppy Parade probably needs re-inking. So it may not. That's good. It's stamped pretty well. All right, I'm just going to put this right here. We may have to use our Stampin' Scrub. Okay, I'm going to ink up this like twig in the Granny Apple Green, but I'm going to stamp off first and then stamp on. Now I want this kind of random, but at the same time I want it uniformed. So I'm going to say uniform randomness. How about that? Is that even a word? Is that even a word? I don't know. And we're going to take this flourish again and put some more Bermuda Bay on here. And then we're going to take this great big flower. Kind of looks like a poppy to me in a way. Oh, I guess you guys can see that side, huh? And we're going to ink this up. And I'm going to come out this way with that flower. Okay. And then we're going to get we're going to go back to this one, but we do need to clean it because I'm going to get out some, I'm going to use that in the Daffodil Delight. So we're going to ink this up. And then I'm going to come down here and kind of put one right here. All right. And then I'm going to get this nice little leaf sprig, whatever you want to call that, leaf sprig, stamp off because the Granny Apple Green is very bright. Might be because that pad is very juicy. And I'm just going to kind of stamp like that, stamp off a little bit. And then I'm going to come back with this one, and I'm going to stamp it back in the Daffodil because I got Poppy Parade up there. And I should have probably done this one in Daffodil Delight in this one, but this is how I did it. So there we go. And then I'm going to take our leaf right here. I'll get some Bermuda Bay. Kind of just stamp it like that. And then we've got this little flower, and I'm going to stamp that in some Poppy Parade. I'm kind of right, let's see, right in there. I think I stamped this a little bit down, but that's okay because I'm going to stamp this back in Granny Apple, stamp off, and kind of come in here like that. And then we're going to go back to our little flourish, and I'm going to turn him this way. So they all did kind of look different than what the, then each one of them looked different. Okay. Oh, darn, look what I did. Look what I did. Oh, yeah, Daffodil Delight. Got a little bit of Poppy Parade in there. I can clean that up. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay. Let's clean off our stamp, Denise. I had that sitting in the wrong ink. Okay, and then we're going to take this one and kind of go right here. And then I'm going to take it again, and I'm going to put one right there. I kind of like that. Okay. Yep, that's good. I think that will be good. All right. That's it. It's a very simple card. Look at that. So I'm going to leave this one out because I want it to fix that, right? Because, oh my gosh. If you put something dark, a light in a dark, it doesn't show up as bad. But a dark in a light, it's going to show all day long. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to get out some cardstock, and we have a piece of Granny Apple Green, and this is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then a piece of Bermuda Bay, which is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and then you score it at 5 1/2 and fold it over. This is going to be a very quick card. I wonder if it's going to be a quick video. Turn this over. We're going to use some of our new Stampin' Seal, and they said you don't have to flick. But I find with this that if I flick just a little, you see how I flick like that, that I don't have as many issues with it, because I do know that some people said they were kind of having some issues with it. But if you just kind of don't think too much about it, just kind of, like that. I'm not even kind of like, look at that. No problems whatsoever. So I'm going to take this and then lay this kind of right here. Oh, let me show you this trick the other day. So I do this, and then I do this way. Let me show you this little tip. When you're trying to mat, I know I have a hard time lining it up, but if I hold my finger on the card base or whatever I'm lining up, and I take my next piece of cardstock and I line this up, and I kind of look at all three sides, these three sides, I know the other one's going to match up, okay? So they've kind of got to go a little bit, and you just got to make sure you lay it on the other side, and then you end up with a pretty good border. It might be off a little bit sometimes, but I wonder, was that, I know I cut this right. It just looks off a little bit, but isn't that cute? Really cute. Doesn't have to take much. Thank you card using some stamps and some cardstock, and very easy. Again, I'm widely grateful for every one of you guys. Whether you purchase from me or not, I'm just glad you're here and supporting my channel. All right, well, guys, thanks for stopping by. And don't forget that if you liked anything that you've seen today, head over to ladybugstampin.com, and there's a Shop Now button over there, and you can click to get that. If not, just leave me a comment down below, and a like does help my channel out. All right, guys, talk to you later. Toodles.